Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's episode, we are going to be talking about the Bitcoin road to $20,000. A few key points of resistance that are on the way to Bitcoin getting to $20,000. So if you want to find out what they are, stay tuned for today's episode. Alright guys, what's up? Today we're going to be talking about the road to $20,000 because in order for Bitcoin to really hit new all-time highs, we need to get to the previous all-time high and surpass it. Well, the previous all-time high happened in December 2017, $20,000. We need to really get there, break through there before a lot more people are going to start flooding in, before the price really starts going up. So today's episode, we're going to go over to the road to 20K because there are a few key points of resistance that we need to keep an eye out for. Now, BitPay exec Sunny Singh is saying that Bitcoin is going to push over $20,000 in 2020. He thinks this is the year that's going to do it. And he says that something unforeseen will actually cause that. Now let's take a look specifically at where Bitcoin is going. So chart here, a lot going on, but I'm going to explain it all to you. So we had the previous all-time high, December of 2017 at $20,000. Now since then, Bitcoin has been in somewhat of a downtrend between these blue trend lines. There's been somewhat of a downtrend since December 2017 until about December 2018, January 2019, when we started to see a potential uptrend. And now we're getting to the point where Bitcoin may soon be testing the upper bounds of that downtrend to see if we can truly break out of it. Now, Bitcoin did just break out of a shorter downtrend that we were in since June of 2019, where it broke out right here back in January, and we're heading up to the top of the long-term downtrend. Now, what we're going up in is quite a sharp trajectory, a trend that we're going in, these orange lines here. But if we take a look at them, they do actually have Bitcoin going up towards the $20,000 range within a few months. So let's just zoom out again so you can see this. This actually has Bitcoin hitting $20,000 by May of 2020, right around the time of the halving, if we can stay in this trend channel. But there's a few key points of resistance that we need to break through in order to get to that $20,000 mark. And that's what I want to talk about in the episode today. The biggest trend lines right here. This first one is the one we're going to be coming up against soon, probably by the end of February, right at around $11,500. Now this trend line is actually, there's both the top of the downward trend we've been in since December of 2017, but also if we take a look previously, there's a lot of resistance that has formed this line previously. And so there's a lot of resistance right at around that $11,500 area, plus also the top of the downtrend. So that there is probably going to be the biggest area where we need to look to see, is Bitcoin going to get rejected or is it going to break through? And that's going to be coming up soon, like I said, by the end of February. Now, if it gets rejected, we'll probably head back down towards somewhere around the $8,800 area at the bottom of this upward trend channel we're in. And again, we'll need to take a look because we have a bit of a wedge right here, and sometimes the price can bounce up and down between no edge. Now, one thing that I should note, there is a lot of exuberance in the market recently. A lot of people are excited about the Bitcoin price going up. If we take a look at the weekly MACD, we had a positive crossover, and the weekly MACD is a very good indicator for trends in the market, bullish and bearish trends in the Bitcoin market. So, since we did just have a crossover, potentially we might be breaking through this. But this is the biggest one that I'm going to be keeping an eye out for in the short term. Now, after that, there are a couple other areas where we should definitely keep an eye out for. One would be right around this 13.5, 13.6 area, where again, it's been resistance previously, resistance, support. So that's another area that we need to break through. So we get through the 11.5, the next one will be the 13.6. And then if we break through there, we're not all clear for the $20,000 until we break through this 16.5, 16.6 area, where again, it was a bit of resistance right here. So those are the three areas I'd be looking for to resistance to get to $20,000. But it should be mentioned that if we do break through the $20,000, we wouldn't be reaching the top of the trend channel that we're in right now, because as you can see here, we are in this bullish trend between the white lines. We wouldn't be reaching the top of that until actually it would be in around July of 2020, where we would be around $33,000 to $35,000 area. So if we break $20,000, we might be heading up towards there before we see a retracement down to the bottom of this channel. So that is my thoughts on where Bitcoin is going, resistance to look out for. The biggest one, like I said, $11,500, $11,600. That would be my bet on where we're going to see some resistance. Now, maybe the type of resistance like what we just saw with Bitcoin, where it hit $10,000, was rejected, and a few days later broke through and now found support there. Maybe that type of thing. But that's the first area, and probably the area of biggest resistance that we need to break through in order to get to the $20,000. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will catch you later. Peace.